Are you tired of not having a plan and overspending on back to school supplies? I've got a plan and some smart tips to help you conquer that once and for all. What is up, my planning family, aka my planning posse? I'm Demetrius, your lovely planner, organizer, aspiring lifestyle coach, mom, spouse, and veteran. If you are new here, welcome to D Plans It All. And a big shout out to all of my returning viewers. I appreciate y'all. I am here with another awesome back to school planning video. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 smart ways you can stop overspending on school supplies once and for all. All right, one of the first things that you need to do in order to help you better plan and not overspend on back to school supplies is to stick to that school supply list. Remember in my last video, one of the back to school tips that I gave you to help you prepare and plan for back to school is to go to your child's school website and print out your school supply list. Printing out that school supply list helps you better to stick to the list. All right, sticking to the list will help you prioritize the essentials over the nice to have items. It also cuts back on costs, hence me talking about overspending, avoiding unnecessary purchases, and it helps you to not spend above your means. If you stick to the list, the school supply list, stick to the basics. All right, the kids don't need anything outside of that, to be honest. Next, you want to recycle and reuse. Take a look around your house and see, just inventory the things that you already have around your house. I mean, go through your child's old backpack, go through their room and see what else they could use to help avoid rebuying things. Some things that you can avoid repurchasing are book bags. Your child don't need a new book bag every year, guys. If the book bag is still in good condition, reuse the same book bag from last year or the previous year. There's no need to buy a new book bag every year. Book bags are not cheap, guys, especially if you have multiple kids. Another thing that can be recycled and reused are lunch boxes. If the lunch box is in still good condition, reuse the lunch box, clean it out, wash it, do whatever you need to do to reuse that lunch box. Lunch boxes are not cheap either. Another thing are 3-ring binders. Check your kids' three-ring binders from the previous year. Those also could still be in good condition. You don't need to go out and buy new 3-ring binders if the one that your children already have are still usable and are still in good condition. Another thing are pens, pencils. Those don't have to be brand new. I'm pretty sure you all have pens and pencils around the house that can be reused for this current school year. I know my kids, they get pens and pencils all throughout the school year. So if I go in their room right now, I'm sure I'll find a box of pens and pencils that can be reused. The erasers are still intact. All they need to do is just be resharpened. That's it. They can reuse those. Another thing is notebooks. My kids like to draw, so we're constantly buying notebooks. There's no need to buy new notebooks every year if there's still pages left in the current notebooks. I've gone through my kids' stuff and I'll see like 2 pages are written on, and the rest of the notebook is blank. So tear out those random pieces of paper and reuse those notebooks. No need to buy a new notebook if you don't have to, guys. There's a few things my kids reused this year. My son used the same book bag from last year. My daughter, we purchased her new book bag this year because last year she wanted this North Face book bag for some odd reason, and I wasn't about to spend $100 on a North Face book bag. So what did we end up doing? I had purchased a North Face book bag back in 2020 when I was deployed in Germany. Guess what? My daughter used that book bag last year. She wanted a North Face book bag so bad, so here, use my old book bag that I wasn't even using anyway. Water bottles. Neither one of my children got a new water bottle this year. My daughter she's been using this $20 Gatorade water bottle last school year. And guess what? She's using that $20 water bottle, Gatorade water bottle again this year. Our son, same as him. The water bottle he was using last year is still in good condition. So you're going to use that same water bottle this school year. Lunchbox. Both kids got new lunch boxes this year because um, our son, he used the same lunchbox last year, the previous year. So I was like, well, we can get your new lunchbox this year, buddy. But if you don't have to purchase new items, guys, assess what you already have. Those items can be in good condition still. If your children and you're okay with not making your child reuse and recycle the things they already have, donate it to, local Goodwill or a neighbor or a friend. It's no point in, letting good items sit around the house, when you can get them to nice homes or, children that can use those items, and those parents don't have to spend money on those things. Speaking of the local Goodwill, that's next on my list. Check out your local Goodwill or ask relatives for any gently used school supplies or even clothing. The Goodwill, you can check those for affordable prices on clothing, shoes, supplies. The previous thing we talked about was reusing and recycling book bags, lunch boxes. If you don't have those items that can't be reused, check out your local Goodwill, guys, and get it for a good deal. You don't want to go out and spend $20 on a lunchbox or $15 on a lunchbox when you can go to your local Goodwill, and spend $1.50 on a gently used lunchbox. School supplies, clothes. Our daughter, for some reason, she wanted to go to the Goodwill and before school started, and she was able to, get her some really gently used clothing, pants for $2, $1.50, shirts for $1.50. She racked up. She spent $30 and got some really nice items. So never disregard your local Goodwill. Some Goodwills actually have luxury name brand clothes. So check that place out. Check the local Goodwill out in your community to see what things that they have that you can purchase for school. That way you don't have to spend a whole lot of money, hence overspending on things that you don't need to overspend on. This is part of the plan. Going through these things, this list of things, having a plan with these top items that I'm giving you, smart tips that I'm giving you, is going to help you not overspend and better plan for back to school. The next smart tip that I have for you is attend a local school supply drive. These are everywhere, guys, especially in the U.S. What you want to do is you want to search for your local area, on the social media platforms. I mean, Facebook. You can even Google school supply drives near me. And school supply drives, what they do is they give out school supplies for to people, families, and within the community to help give back. Also, be on the lookout. Some companies, right before school starts, they offer free haircuts, free hairdos for girls, free health screenings, tons of things that the local community offer to help support the local community when it comes to back to school. So again, this is another thing that you can do to help you plan for back to school shopping, help you avoid overspending on some things that you could get assistance with when it comes to purchasing those things that your child may need. All right, last but certainly not least is something fun. You guys can DIY some of your supplies. Be creative. All right. There was one thing on my daughter's list where she needed some dividers, and she needed 2 8-pack of dividers. So we went to Target and we looked at the dividers. Dividers were expensive. I want to say for a 6-pack, those dividers were like $7.99. And in order for us to fulfill the 16 dividers that her school supply list requested her have, we would have had to buy 3 packs of those. And I wasn't about to spend $20 on some dividers. So something that I came up with was for us to DIY some dividers on our own. And we actually, well, I made a couple just to show you guys something that's really cost effective and it's fun. You can kind of customize it to your liking. But I created some dividers using some cardstock. And this one is a science divider. It's 30. And this little tab thing I added for science, I got those from the store. And then you can actually write it on the back as well. Science. You can print something on the back if you want. You can doodle on the back. There's many things that you can do to this. You can actually draw something, have your child draw something on their own. The opportunities to create your own dividers are endless. I use Canva to create mine, for example, but you can use PowerPoint, you can use Word, you can use Google. This does not require a lot, and it's very cheap, like I said, cost effective. I also did a math one. See, got a little divider here, and it's a removable divider. That's something that I found. Well, it's an ultra tab, so it's really not moving right now, but there you go. You can see you can switch it up as you need, as you see fit. But yep, you can create these on your own. If you want to have some fun with some of your back to school supplies, it's heavy duty. It will last, and guess what? It was cheap, and it was something that you and your child can do together. Or as a mom, it's something that you enjoy doing, being printing out, doing crafts. This DIY supply is for you. And the little tabs that I use, I got these from, I want to say Walmart, but Ultra tabs. They're pretty sturdy. They're pretty heavy duty. They came in 4 colors: green, purple, blue, and pink. And guess what? You can use these for other crafts. Something, maybe use it for next year. So yeah, that was a pretty cool thing that I came up with to help you DIY a supply to save you money. I would have had to spend, like I said, about $20 for 18, dividers. And this was one thing I did not force my daughter to skimp on, as far as, going a cheaper route, as far as buying dividers, because let's be real, those generic dividers, in the store, the old school yellow ones with the transparent tabs, the clear one, the red one, and whatnot, I wouldn't even buy those for myself. It's just, why, when you can just be creative and use your own, creativity to create your own dividers, and it's cheap. And there you have it. Simple yet powerful tips to help you plan and save on back to school shopping. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and share for more planning and organizing strategies. With these tips, you're all set to tackle the school year with confidence and ease. Thank you for watching. Bye.